Welcome. These will be my thoughts on The Bear, Season 5, Episode 8, The Original Beef of Chicagoland. The Season 5 and entire series finale, and the episode is rated TVMA, so this video there will be spoilers for the entire show, and yeah, like with all the other episodes, I absolutely love this one. I am really, really glad that they managed to stick the landing. I don't think the show ended up being too long, but I definitely think it would have if it was much longer than it is now. And yeah, I think we are pretty much just gonna get right into a more or less chronological breakdown. So I think we open on, well, let's see, yeah, there's multiple people just preparing for the day. And I think the very first thing is Ibra, practicing the pitch to Karm. And yeah, some really great little details. He keeps expecting to, there's the thing about like, no, please let me finish. Don't distract me with your with your blue eyes. And let's see, I feel like that's when we get, yeah, so a couple of them, show up to work and start preparing things and such. And the yeah, great conversation between Sid and Carm. This thing of like, so what are you gonna do? And he makes like Homer Simpson and takes it very literally. I'm gonna drink a lot of beer and stay up all night. No, I'm gonna prepare onions. And then she's like, no, I mean for like a job. And, you have the thing about the, yeah, the resume, which does indeed sound problematic. And the, yeah, I think it makes sense that by the end of the conversation, you've had the thing about, like, if that doesn't work out, which I think it should, I would say I need 10 of you, just in case, there's always room for you here at the Bear. And then she jokes, I mean, you'd be working under Ibra, obviously. But I wouldn't rule out that, off screen, maybe at some point he does show up again. I think as long as he's not the head chef, it's basically fine. We've gotten to, they've gotten to a place where it works, and I think the next thing might be the, yeah, Richie learns about the, invite to Japan and, is asked, so when was the last time you were on a plane? He's like, well, let's see. I mean, it must have been at least a week. Oh, you mean on the inside. And the, let's see. Yeah, he goes into the freezer and tries to calm himself down. And, yeah, Carmi trying to help. Not always 100% successfully, but yeah, he goes in there and he's like, should I leave? No, just be quiet. So what are you thinking? I'm thinking I just told you to be fucking quiet and you're already going against it. But yeah, the thing about like, well, flying is the worst. Oh shit, I guess I shouldn't say that, should I? Jesus Christ, Carm. But yeah, by the end he does manage to help. And I would agree. I've never had a fear of flying myself. Personally, I agree that it is peaceful. I mean, your arms are tired afterwards, obviously. But and then the let's see. I feel like the next thing, yeah, we got the thing about like, well, we made no profit, but we just barely survived, and so yeah, with the franchise, they will be fine. And I don't know. I guess it is perhaps slightly corny that they do the thing of like, oh well, it's the series finale, so let's bring back every character, including ones we haven't seen in ages. I don't even remember what the Bob Odenkirk character's name, which I guess by now I'm forgetting shit within seconds. So sometimes. So anyway, but yeah, I don't know. It was nice. It was nice to get this goodbye towards. And let's see. I think that pretty much does bring us to the part where, yeah, so Carm does get a let's see. Yeah, he's told about, Starman, and he finally takes the call, and it did work well that we don't see the conversation, but he tells Sid, and yeah, you know, he already with Richie, he does the thing of like pretending that the door lock. I was like 50-50. I was like, that sounds like he's just, fucking with him or something. But then with Sid, he's like, did we get a star? No, you got two. What is it with you being a fucking troll today? You know what, Carm? I think I've found a place that is affordable to you. It is under a bridge. And let's see but yeah, she's sitting there, she's waiting for the other shoe to drop. She's saying like, but, and there's no but. It just is all positive. Yeah, and I think that does bring us to the, let's see. Yeah, I really appreciated that, the various acknowledgments that, they did this together, and, he's like, I wouldn't have been able to do as good a job as Sid. And so, right, yeah, seeing David Zayas again, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. My wrist are too fucking sore to look it up right now, I'm afraid, but really makes me miss Dexter, the show. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, as usual, he's so supportive of Tina. Love to see it. And yeah, it was great, the thing about like, well, oh, we really came through for each other. Yeah. I mean, I knew because you're my CDC. That's why I made you the CDC. And the conversation about like, oh, so can you like throw stuff now? And yeah, it's really, really great, really sweet. And yeah, it was also very funny, the thing with, so they get the place fixed up. That feels so weird for like this show, but I guess they had to get there eventually. Yeah, nothing really goes wrong in this entire episode, come to think of it. But yeah, so they no, seriously though, it was a really effective wrap up. I feel like everything has been settled by the end of this episode. Anyway, I mean, the stuff that needed to be, like, it's unclear if, Carm and Claire Bear have a future together. I think it's going to depend on if he, like, I feel like they have a chance if he can calm the fuck down, if he can just stop having zero chill. Well, technically, he has by now developed some chill, but I think he needs to do more growth. I think they have a shot after that. And let's see, I guess that does... What was the other thing? There was definitely one more thing right around here. The, let's see. I think, yeah, we got the flowers, and the thing with the, what's it called? You've got the, yeah, I still find them really sweet together. The two, Richie and Victoria. The little bit of finger touching and her smile, and he's like, still got it. And yeah, Sid presses Carm a little to find out details about potential job, showing as much interest in that as the love life of Richie and Victoria. Right. The sink, so the thing about like, well, you're closer. Yeah, but I have a job, so maybe you could do it, And she keeps doing the side cough, and then finally she just monologues that she's really grateful they're still there. And yeah, just really really great. And the thing about like, what? I'm coughing because I need water because I don't know if the sink works. And yeah, Luca and ah, really should remember. I just have so many names tumbling around in my head. Uh, no, it's just not coming to me. But yeah, they're a goodbye, and the talk about like, oh well, I mean maybe fight to the death, I guess. And yeah, that was also, once they're like, okay, Carm better say yes, or and this, yeah, Ebra's like, I don't want to kill him. No, 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 don't worry. There will be a line of people. That was also when Carm was like, no, no, you didn't get a star. You got two. I was sitting there thinking like, she already threatened to kill Richie, right? Like this is just, they can't give her the death penalty twice for murder one. You know that. And I think that pretty much does bring us to, yeah, it was great when Sid and Richie talking about the trip to Japan, and he's like, so I mean, I'm gonna be gone for like, what did it end up at, 7 or 8 days or something like that, and he's like, just I feel bad about leaving you guys, and she's like, we're gonna be okay, and it's because of you leaving. I mean, seriously though, it is genuinely great because like, yeah, he's earned it, he's worked hard, and they do have it under control. And yeah, the various things she wants him to bring back, like that. It was so sweet when she's with her dad and he's so proud, and you know he's doing impersonations and she's guessing them, and one of them is Sir Derek Jacobi. Oh god damn it, it's been too fucking long since I watched him in something. Damn, I gotta think of something to watch with him. I really miss his just unbelievable talent. Anyway, I think, which of course also applies to everyone on the show. Um, Definitely got to find more to watch with. Okay, I won't spend forever on it, but just off the top of my head, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ayo Edebiri. Ah, okay, that's about as far. Okay, the guy who plays Karm, also Eben Mus Bachrach, obviously John Bernthal, even though this is the third thing I've seen him in recently that I hadn't already watched before. Yeah, just let's see. I guess that pretty much brings us to the end. I feel like there was one. No, it was great the way that, Carm hears about, yeah, that was it. Yeah, Jimmy and Carm talking. And, the thing about like, that wasn't the part of me that told you, that wasn't the part of my brain that told you go fuck yourself. I'm confused. Which part of your brain told me to go fuck myself? And the thing about like, I have a rage, a thunderbolt coming out of my cock rage. You can't say the dialogue on the show does not paint a picture. And the I mean, I guess that probably comes with having a culinary experience that's so good that a banana shoots out your ass. Yeah. And let's see. Yeah, as usual, the facts are funny. The thing about like, that's what I was gonna do. It would have worked. No, I would have done the exact same thing, and yeah. And the thing about like, were you hiding him? No, we were waiting for your signal. And I think obviously we're gonna talk about that part. There's but yeah, so Jimmy lets it drop about the franchise, and Yeah, so when Carm goes in and Ibra starts up, and yeah, like they were talking about, like, okay, we gotta work on your pitch, but we'll get it perfect. Oh shit, here comes Carm, you know, and he just launches into it instead of just saying, hey, I gotta talk to you about something later. But yeah, he launches into it, and yeah, he is struggling a little bit, understandably. Carmi can be intimidating, and Carmi's like, yeah, sure, I agree. The franchise sounds like a great idea. And you know, Computer's like, none of us even had to swing on his ass. And the yeah, the ghost kitchen. Oh, it's invisible. Haha. Jesus Christ. Goddamn, seeing Pete with the baby, so sweet. So, oh my God, it's they really wanted us to just fucking cry our eyes out throughout this entire fucking hour episode. Anyway, I think that does pretty much cover. Oh, what's left? Right. So Stevie, you know, thankfully this time not Skeevy, gets Carm an interview, and yeah, great choice to have the long take of him talking about the but yeah, and it was great because like it's yeah, he's gonna miss it, but he also gets that this is just not that is not the place where to work the best. And I can imagine like Architect might make more sense for him. You know, there's not. I actually I don't even know if it's. I'm not gonna say that it's less high pressure because I have no fucking clue. But I mean, there's not all the different like. There are aspects where these two are different, and maybe it'll be something else. Maybe Stevie will get him a different place, or maybe he will come back to the bear and just, you know, not no longer try to micromanage, and that would also be fine. Now, the but yeah, you know, and yeah, she's like trying to conduct a job interview, and he goes off on like, oh, you know, this. I mean, it was a mess, but I'm glad I'm not, you know, in charge there because I know I wouldn't have done as good a job as her, you know. So it also accomplishes that he does know that the place is in good hands because at the start in the pilot, that was part of the thing, you know. He comes home and he's like, what the fuck is this place? We really gotta, you know, fix this up. I cannot let this be my family's legacy, you know? And now he knows Sid'll take care of it. And we have this thing of like, because right from the start, not everybody was literally like blood family, you know? Richie isn't. He's still invaluable. Sid's another found family edition, you know? If we accept this thing of like, oh, you know, workplace as a family, I don't know if I 100% do, but fine for the sake of the show. And you know, I'm just saying, if you are working, you know, if the place where you're working, if the boss starts like claiming, oh, this is like a family, we're, you know, just beware of red flags. You know, if they're saying like, no, you know, you should stay late, you should work without pay sometimes, stuff like that. You know, that's anyway, I think that does pretty much. I gotta just briefly mention. So, Elliot saying again, I'm sorry, I'm still not over that joke. Made an excellent video. I want to say it is called Performative Hatred of Epstein or something along those lines. Fantastic. And there was at least one more video I wanted to make sure to yeah so there was a video about, you know, I think it's called something like dating was not made for neurodivergent people by Q Word Collective, and they do spell out the Q word. I just, even as an ally, I feel uncomfortable saying it. I know some people still consider it a slur. I appreciate the value of a reclaimed slur. Yeah, I think that might just about cover the yeah, genuinely really sweet with the birthday party, And, you know, this thing of like, okay, so it's a serious I promise we'll go somewhere more fun. I know it's your birthday. I didn't forget. But I just wanted to show you where Daddy works. That's all. And, you know, we got to be quiet. It's a very serious place. Carmi serious? Yes. Exactly as serious as Cousin Carmi. And, yeah, genuinely a great way to, you know, he's like, oh, actually, there's a light switch right on the other side of that wall. You know, as soon as he said that, I was like, ah, I see where this is going. But yeah, genuinely really sweet. And yeah, like literally everyone that it makes any sense, I think, is there. I don't think I saw Francie Fack, but I appreciate maybe there is still some tension between her and Nat. But it seemed like everybody else was indeed there. And yeah, genuinely sweet. Like the family and the various friends, the people who work there, that it made sense for there to be at least. And yeah. And then we hear some dialogue over the end credits and the title comes up on screen. Not only like episode title, but show title and everything. Yeah, I think that does cover. Yes, I believe that is. Yeah, and also the thing about like Starman already called back, but he was here just yesterday. Nope, he was here months ago. Who was here yesterday? A guest. I guessed it was a guest. No, I didn't. I guess it was a guest. Anyway, yeah, feels weird. This is the last time I'm going to be talking about the show, but that does appear to be the case. Yeah, they're in the meat locker freezer kind of thing, you know. Yeah, when Richie is like, Carm, you are terrible at helping me. Okay, you know what? Go get Tina. Sorry, Richie. She's super busy. Go get anyone else. They're all really busy. Leave. I will talk to the wall and it will have better advice than you are giving me right now.